Hello.
Hello guys, how are you? Hello guys,
Hello guys,
how are you?
how are you?
Hello everyone, welcome back to another live stream. सबसे पहले मैं आप सभी लोगों से वैसे माफी मांगना चाहता हूँ। आई एम सॉरी, ओके, बिकॉज आज के इस लाइव स्ट्रीम को ओपन करने में बहुत ही ज़्यादा समय लगा है। ओके, लाइक रीज़न ये था कि मैं अपने माइक्रोफोन को कनेक्ट नहीं कर पा रहा था। ओके, आज मैंने एक सेपरेट सिस्टम पर लाइव स्ट्रीम करने का सोचा था। ओके, एंड उस सिस्टम पर मेरा माइक जैसे कनेक्ट नहीं हो पा रहा था, जिसकी वजह से मेरी ऑडियो स्ट्रीम पर नहीं जा पा रही थी। हाय स्ट्रीम 7 के, दैट्स व्हाट आई वाज मेंशनिंग। ओके, आज के स्ट्रीम पर मेरे ऑडियो से रिलेटेड इशू हो रही है, ऑडियो प्रॉपर्ली नहीं जा पा रही। जस्ट लेट मी नो कि यू कैन हियर मी प्रॉपर्ली। आप मेरी आवाज़ क्लियर आ रही है in the chat section? Okay, meanwhile let me disconnect my microphone, okay, and reconnect it. नाउ कैन यू टेल मी, क्या आप अब आपको मेरी आवाज़ क्लियर जा रही है या अभी भी आपको ऑडियो में कुछ इश्यूज लगभग में लाइक इशू फेस हो रही है? आई जस्ट नीड योर स्मॉल हेल्प गाइस, सो दैट आई कैन स्टार्ट माय टुडे लाइव स्ट्रीम। ओके, सो लाइक यू कैन ओनली टेल मी यदि आपको मेरी आवाज़ प्रॉपरली जा रही है या नहीं। ओके, नाउ इट्स क्लियर। ओके, देन इट्स फाइन। ओके, नाउ वी कैन begin with our today live stream. ओके, सो आज के इस लाइव स्ट्रीम लाइक आज का लाइव स्ट्रीम हमारे कल के लाइव स्ट्रीम का एक कंटिन्यूशन पार्ट होगा। ओके, सो जो लोग भी मेरे कल के लाइव स्ट्रीम से जुड़े हुए थे उनको पता होगा, कल मैंने एक फुल स्टैक ऐसे डेव चैलेंजेस एक प्लेटफॉर्म है, उस प्लेटफॉर्म से मैंने एक फुल स्टैक प्रोजेक्ट पिक किया था और उसे सॉल्व करने का प्रयास किया था। Okay, so I will show you the platform. Okay, so this is the platform जिसके बारे में अभी बात कर रहा था, डेव चैलेंजेस। सो जस्ट टेल मी गाइस कि क्या आप इस प्लेटफॉर्म के बारे में जानते हैं, लाइक आर यू अवेयर अबाउट दिस प्लेटफॉर्म और नॉट? ओके, but before telling about this project as a platform, okay, just want to let you know, okay, यदि आप जैसे पहली बार मेरे चैनल पर विजिट किए हैं तो आपके लिए मैं बता देता हूँ कि मैं अपने चैनल पर कोडिंग प्रोजेक्ट से रिलेटेड वीडियो को अपलोड करता हूँ और मैं डेली लाइव स्ट्रीम करने का प्रयास करता हूँ। हाँ, समटाइम मैं वैसे डिसकंटिन्यूएशन भी होती है, लाइक जहाँ पर मैं डेली लाइव स्ट्रीम नहीं कर पाता हूँ क्योंकि कुछ पर्सनल रीजन होते हैं जिसकी वजह से मैं डेली लाइव स्ट्रीम नहीं कर पाता हूँ। बट यदि आप मेरे चैनल पर जाएंगे और मेरे चैनल को एक्सप्लोर करेंगे, सो यू कैन से कि मैं कोडिंग रिलेटेड वीडियो को अपलोड करता हूँ और ऐसे डेली लाइव स्ट्रीम पर एक नए कोडिंग चैलेंज को पिक करता हूँ और उसे सॉल्व करने का प्रयास करता हूँ। ओके, सो इफ़ यू डोंट अवेयर अबाउट दिस वेबसाइट, ओके, मैं आपको एक सिंपल सा ओवरव्यू इसका दे देता हूँ जिससे कि आपको इस वेबसाइट का एक आइडिया हो जाएगा कि इस वेबसाइट पर हम क्या कर सकते हैं। लाइक देव चैलेंजेस यह एक प्लेटफॉर्म है जहां पर आप अपने कोडिंग स्किल्स को लाइक से चैलेंजेस को सॉल्व करके और इन्हेंस कर सकते हैं। ओके, लाइक इस प्लेटफॉर्म पर आपको फ्रंट एंड डेवलपमेंट और फुल स्टैक डेवलपमेंट से रिलेटेड चैलेंजेस दिए होते हैं। आप अपने हिसाब से कोई भी एक चैलेंज को पिक कर सकते हैं और उसे सॉल्व करने का प्रयास कर सकते हैं। ओके, so now I think you have some idea about this platform. Okay, so now I will tell you कि मैंने कौन से चैलेंजेस को पिक किया था। लाइक कल के लाइव स्ट्रीम में मैंने जैसा कि मैंने आपको शुरू में बताया कि मैंने ऑलरेडी एक चैलेंज को पिक किया है। ओके, आज का इस वीडियो में बस हम उस चैलेंजेस को कंप्लीट करेंगे। ओके, आई विल टेल यू द चैलेंज। ओके, और वैसे कल का लाइव स्ट्रीम पर हमने कहाँ तक उसे कंप्लीट किया, आई विल शो यू द चैलेंज। ओके, so if you go to the dashboard page of this platform, okay, so at the left hand side, यहाँ पर आपको एक let's say expand this sidebar, okay, और यहाँ पर एक challenges का मेन्यू है कि you just need to go there, जहाँ पर आपको सभी challenges दिखेंगे। okay, so here you can see, let's minimize it। okay, here you can see there are, let's say, challenges related to responsive web design, okay, JavaScript, front-end libraries, and full stack and backend। okay, so like in सभी let's say टाइप से आप अपने स्किल सेट के हिसाब से चैलेंजेस को पिक कर सकते हैं और उसे सॉल्व करने का प्रयास कर सकते हैं। okay, now yesterday I have picked this my task board challenge। okay, so I will tell you about this challenge। okay, कि इस challenge में हमें करना क्या है। okay, like it's a kind of a task board application जहाँ पर हमें एक बोर्ड दिया होता है और हमें उस बोर्ड में हम जैसे अपने टास्क को क्रिएट कर सकते हैं, उसे एडिट कर सकते हैं और अपने टास्क को डिलीट भी कर सकते हैं। okay, so like it's kind of simple, you can say a basic to do list kind of application जहाँ पर हम अपने टास्क को क्रिएट करेंगे, एडिट करना सीखेंगे, डिलीट करना सीखेंगे और उसे व्यू करना भी सीखेंगे। okay, and also like it's a kind of a full stack project। okay, जहाँ पर हम अपने फ्रंट एंड एंड बैक एंड दोनों पार्ट को क्रिएट करेंगे। okay, and also we will use a real time database to store our task। ओके, सो यदि आप कोई ऐसा प्रोजेक्ट सर्च कर रहे हैं अपने पोर्टफोलियो में ऐड करने के लिए जहाँ पर आप फ्रंट एंड और बैक एंड दोनों को यूटिलाइज करना चाहते हैं और अपने MongoDB का भी यूज़ करना, MongoDB और एनी डाटाबेस आप यूज़ करना चाहते हैं, सो इन माय ओपिनियन लाइक इट विल बी अ गुड प्रोजेक्ट फॉर यू। ओके, जहाँ पर आप अपने फ्रंट एंड स्किल्स, बैक एंड स्किल्स, ओके, एंड डाटाबेस क्वेरी को और वैसे इन्हांस कर सकते हैं। सो आई होप आपको प्रोजेक्ट डिस्क्रिप्शन पूरा क्लियर है। ओके, कि प्रोजेक्ट में हमें क्या क्रिएट करना है। ओके, आई होप यू गेट माय पॉइंट गाइस। इफ यस, यदि आपको मैंने जो डिस्क्रिप्शन बताया आपको यदि पूरी तरह से समझ में आया तो आप चैट में एक थम्स अप जरूर पिन कर सकते हैं, जिससे कि मुझे पता चले कि आप मैंने जो भी आपको एक्सप्लेन किया वो आपको समझ में आया है। ओके, now if you go down, okay, in this let's say challenge description, यहाँ पर आपको कुछ यूजर स्टोरी दिया होता है। लाइक आपको इन सभी जैसे while solving this challenge you just need to make sure कि आपका जो सोल्यूशन है वो इन सभी जैसे फील्ड्स को पास करना चाहिए और यू कैन से चेकलिस्ट को टिक करना चाहिए। सो यू कैन रीड ऑल द let's say user stories here। okay, now okay, thank you stream। okay, meanwhile you can also tell me guys यदि कि आप जैसे ऑलरेडी एक you can tell me about your passion guys। okay, I just wanted to know कि क्या आप वेबसाइट डेवलपमेंट में नए हैं, क्या आप कोडिंग सीख रहे हैं या ऑलरेडी आपके पास कुछ एक्सपीरियंस है रिगार्डिंग दिस फील्ड। ओके, जैसे वेबसाइट डेवलपमेंट और ओके सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपमेंट। सो जस्ट लेट मी नो गाइस कि यदि क्या आप इस फील्ड में नए हैं या ऑलरेडी आपके पास कुछ एक्सपीरियंस है क्योंकि मैं उस हिसाब से आगे के कॉन्सेप्ट को आपको एक्सप्लेन करूंगा। लाइक यदि आप ऑलरेडी एक्सपीरियंस है तो मैं इसको एक फास्ट फेस पे रख सकता हूँ, ओके। बट यदि आप इसमें नए हैं तो मैं मेक श्योर करूंगा कि आपको पूरी चीज़ पूरा समझ में आए, ओके। सो जस्ट लेट मी नो गाइस, क्या आप वैसे फुल स्टैक डेवलपमेंट में नए हैं या ऑलरेडी आपके पास कुछ एक्सपीरियंस है? I am not new. I have built web some responsive design. Okay, got it. Okay, so it's good, guys. So I will keep this video according to you, जिससे कि ये वीडियो उतना लंबा भी आपको फील ना हो, क्योंकि यदि आप बिगिनर होते तो मैं सभी टॉपिक को कवर करता, बट यदि आपके पास कुछ एक्सपीरियंस है, दैट मीन्स यू ऑलरेडी familiar about some tech stack or some terminology, so I can avoid explaining that topics, okay. I hope it's fine for you. Okay, now I will open my project, okay. So for that I will go to my desktop, okay. Arup, why not new? Okay, got it, Arup. By the way, welcome to my stream, or also welcome to my channel as well. And just a small request, guys, like जो भी मेरे चैनल पर पहली बार विजिट कर रहा है, okay, please make sure to subscribe it, okay. Because like your each subscription, like it will motivate me to create a such kind of let's say content, like it will let me know कि आपको मेरा कंटेंट पसंद आ रहा है, ओके। सो मैं और इसी तरह के कंटेंट बनाऊंगा और इसमें इंप्रूवमेंट्स लाने का भी प्रयास करूंगा, ओके। सो यदि आप पहली बार मेरे चैनल पर विजिट कर रहे हैं तो प्लीज मेक श्योर टू सब्सक्राइब इट, गाइस। ओके, माय टेक स्टैक फॉर फुल स्टैक इज .NET, for backend, and for front end JavaScript, Tailwind CSS, Bootstrap CSS. Okay, so you use .NET for backend development. Okay, thank you. Okay, if you have already subscribed, okay, thank you. Okay, and so like you are already familiar, sorry, you use .NET to create your backend development, and for front end you use I think HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay. ओके, सो आई विल टेल यू गाइस, ओके, कि आज जो हम प्रोजेक्ट क्रिएट कर रहे हैं, कि उस प्रोजेक्ट को क्रिएट करने के लिए हम जैसे रिएक्ट का यूज करेंगे अपने फ्रंट एंड को क्रिएट करने के लिए। सिंस मैंने इसे कल के लाइव स्ट्रीम में क्रिएट कर लिया था, अपने प्रोजेक्ट को भी इनिशियलाइज कर लिया है, बट डोंट वरी, यदि आपको रिएक्ट के बारे में नॉलेज नहीं है मैं आपको एक्सप्लेन करूँगा। लाइक इफ़ यू आर अवेयर अबाउट जावास्क्रिप्ट देन आपको रिएक्ट में भी उतना मुश्किल नहीं होगा, क्योंकि रिएक्ट क्या है, जावास्क्रिप्ट का ही एक लाइब्रेरी है, okay. So you won't feel any difficult there, okay. I will keep it simple. And also to create a backend को create करने के लिए हम Node.js का यूज करेंगे, okay. So you can see how we can create our backend server with the help of Node.js, okay. And also we will use MongoDB as a database, okay. Like जो भी हम टास्क को क्रिएट करेंगे, ओके, और उन सभी टास्क डाटा को स्टोर करने के लिए हम MongoDB डाटाबेस का यूज करेंगे, ओके। नाउ लेट्स फर्स्ट आई विल शो यू माय प्रोजेक्ट, ओके, एंड द part till where I have completed, okay, then we'll start creating the next part, okay. So let's go to the project location. So I will go to YT project, क्योंकि YT project के अंदर ही मैंने how much JavaScript need to learn React, what important topics, या सो अरूप, राइट, लाइक आपको जैसे ये नहीं है कि जावास्क्रिप्ट में मास्टर होना, बट आपको जावास्क्रिप्ट से कुछ बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट को आपको जानना जरूरी है। लाइक से यू नीड टू लर्न अबाउट लेस जावास्क्रिप्ट, जो हायर ऑर्डर फंक्शन होते हैं जावास्क्रिप्ट में, आपको उसके बारे में जानकारी होना चाहिए, ओके। ऑब्जेक्ट्स के बारे में जानकारी होना चाहिए, ओके। एंड देन आपको बेसिक ओप्स कॉन्सेप्ट का भी जानकारी होना चाहिए। यदि आप इतने आपको जावास्क्रिप्ट के बारे में इतनी जानकारी है, ऑब्वियसली फंक्शन के बारे में तो जानकारी होना ही चाहिए. So if you are aware about these things, then you can learn React. Okay, you won't feel any difficulty there. Okay. Now I hope I'm clear to you guys. Okay. And also you can see my today live stream. Okay. Since I will use React to create my front end. Okay. So you can also see if you already have some idea about JavaScript. So you can say कि हमें क्या क्या JavaScript हम किस किस you can say टॉपिक का यूज कर रहे हैं. Okay, but anywhere if you don't understand any point, you can also let's say send type your message in the chat. Okay. So now let's go to the project location. Okay, so yeah, this is the project location. Full stack task force. No, sorry guys, I think it's not this one. Yeah, got it. Like that yesterday I have created the task board folder. Okay, जिसके अंदर मैंने दो फोल्डर क्रिएट किए थे, one for client and another for server. Okay, so client फोल्डर के अंदर हमने रिएक्ट एप्लीकेशन को इनिशियलाइज किया था. ओके, जिसमें हमने वैसे यूजर इंटरफेस का लॉजिक लिखा था अपने यूआई को रिप्रेजेंट करने के लिए. ओके, एंड देन इन द सर्वर वी हैव क्रिएटेड आवर Node.js express server. Okay, so let's open both project in a separate VS Code editor and see the code first. Okay, so I will right click on the server. Okay. So more option and then open with VS Code or open with code. So it will open my let's say project in the VS Code editor. Just wait, guys. Okay, so now you can see it's open. Let's go close all the open file. Okay, and I will show you the everything. I will let let's say demonstrate every page. Okay, so don't worry if you feel let's say ये आपको कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा है तो इट्स ओके, आई विल एक्सप्लेन एवरीथिंग. ओके, डोंट वरी गाइस. Okay, so let's open the file explorer first. Okay, so here you can see I have created my server. Okay, so I have used a proper MVC pattern, like I have separated my routes, controller logic and the database collection in a separate file. Okay, so if you are creating let's say a Node.js application, so best practices like you should maintain this flow. Okay, so you need to create your server. Okay, you need to maintain the model, let's say database connection and the model schema in a separate folder. Okay, so that you like it will help you to like say write your maintain your code cleaner. Okay, and also it will help you to debug, like यदि आपको कोड में कहीं पे एरर आ रहा है तो आप उसे इजीली डिबग कर सकते हैं. ओके, सो नाउ इफ यू इफ सॉरी यदि आप Node.js में कम्प्लीटली न्यू है और आपको नहीं पता कि हम Node.js में सर्वर कैसे क्रिएट करते हैं, तो आई विल टेल यू. सबसे पहले आपको टर्मिनल ओपन करना होता है. आप कोई भी अपना प्रेफर टर्मिनल ओपन कर सकते हैं. ओके, टर्मिनल ओपन करने के बाद सबसे पहले आपको package.json फाइल को जनरेट करना होता है. ओके, सो यू कैन यूज द npm कमांड, बट यदि आपको package.json का कुछ बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर पता है देन यू कैन यूज एज वेल. ओके, बट जनरली ओके we use with go with command line interface. Okay, so here हम package.json फाइल को जनरेट करने के लिए npm कमांड का यूज कर सकते हैं, like npm init -y. Since I already have the package.json, so I won't run it again. But सबसे पहले I will just let you know कि कैसे हम एक्सप्रेस सर्वर को क्रिएट करते हैं. सबसे पहले हम npm init -y कमांड को रन करते हैं. Okay, so it will create this package.json file. Okay, then after creating this let's say generating that package.json file, we need to write our server logic. Okay, so for that we need to install express. Okay, then course. Okay, like these two library we need to install. Like, so how we can install it? It's a pretty simple. We just need to write command as npm I. Okay, and then our package name like express and course. like this. Okay, so after starting the express and parse, okay, we can create our server like, okay, first we need to import our express like this. Okay, और इसे import करने के बाद we can create our server like const type equal to express. We need to run our express function. Okay, then we need to mention our port as well कि हमारा जो server वो किस port पर run करना चाहिए. And how we can mention it like this, we need to write app.listen. Okay, and in the parentheses we just need to pass our port. Okay, which you can see here, here I have created a port. Okay, so our application will run on port number 3001. Okay, and like this app.listen will also take a callback function. Okay, जिसके अंदर हम अपने database connection को जैसे अपने database को connect कर सकते हैं. So here you can say I have just run one connection string. Okay, so from where I am taking this, I am taking this connection from a config/db file. So if you go to my, let's say, file explorer, okay, and let's say here you can say I have created one config folder. Okay, if you open it and if you go to db.js, okay, so यहाँ पर आप देख सकते हैं मैंने अपना database से connection create किया है. Okay, how we can do it? First of all, we need to install mongoose package. Okay, so that we can create connection. Okay, and from mongoose we need to import connect module. Okay, and in the connect module we just need to pass our database url. Okay, so I have stored my database url in a .env file, so we can paste the database url from there. Okay, and we just from here we just need to export our connection. Okay, which we will import our index.js file. Okay, and here we can run it like this. So it will create let's say connection from our node.js server to the MongoDB database. Okay, I hope till here you are not have any query guys, but still यदि आपके पास कोई भी query है या किसी पॉइंट आपको समझ नहीं आया तो you can mention in the chat section. Okay, बट यदि आपको यह समझ में आया तो आप इस यदि आपने इस लाइव स्ट्रीम को अभी तक लाइक नहीं किया तो इसे लाइक भी जरूर करिएगा. ओके, नाउ लेट्स प्रोसीड नेक्स्ट. सो after that I have created one route, okay, into my express server. Okay, which you can see here. It's I have created one route called okay, sorry, not one route. I think yesterday I have created two routes, like one for saving task and another for get task. Okay, and if you go to index.js, here you can say I have created this route, like I have used a middleware like app.use, and here I have mentioned my endpoint. Okay, and I have let the express know कि like इस endpoint पर task route run होना चाहिए. Okay, so if you go to task route, here you can say I have created two endpoint. Okay, one is for post and another is for get. Okay, and inside save task I have write logic for saving task to the database. Like what it will do, okay, it will get the title, description, icon, status for from the request body. Okay, and then it will add that title, description, icon, status to the task model, you can say a task collection to our database. Okay, and it will return this response. Okay, and below it you can say I have written logic for get task. Okay, so if you can write your logic similar to it. Okay, so that is our backend which I have created yesterday. Okay, so let's run our backend server. So for that what I will do, I will open the terminal. Okay, and I will write command as npm run dev. Okay, so इस command के मदद से हम अपने backend server को run कर सकते हैं. So you can say it's starting my node.js server. Okay, so here you can say so successfully connected with our database, and also my server is running on port number 3001. Okay, so I think everything is fine. Now let's open our clients, let's say front end as well. So I will click on show more, open with code. Okay, so it will again open the client into a separate VS Code editor. Okay, so here you can say this is our front end, or you can say the client side application code. Okay, so I will just go through this project okay, quickly, and then we'll proceed next. Okay, so let's go through this project. Like here you can say inside the public directory, I have added some images and a SVG file which we are showing are rendering to our UI. Okay, and here you can see I have created one components folder. Inside it I have created you can say 4 different components, like the one for showing the header. I will show you on the user interface like where it will be visible. Okay, for just add sorry just as of now you understand, like I have created 4 component here. Let's say header, task, okay, and add task. Okay, like to show the heading, okay, add task button and the task list into our application. Okay, that's it. And also I have used the Tailwind CSS to design our user interface. Okay, so first let's run our front end. Okay, then with the user interface I will show you the code as well. Okay, so that you can understand in a better way. So for that what I will do, I will run my front end. So for that I will write command as npm run dev. Okay, so it will run our client side project, and you can say it's running on localhost colon 5173. You just open it in a VS Code editor, sorry, not in a default web browser. I will open it in a new, you can say, window, and this is the project which I have created yesterday, guys. Okay, so you can see it's a similar kind of design. Okay, as given to this challenge. Okay, but it is not completed yet. Okay, so that's why you will see some different user interface here. Okay, but today we will try to complete it. Okay, don't worry, guys. Okay, so this is the project, or you can say the user interface of our project. Okay, which I have developed yesterday. Okay, here you can say I have a header. Okay, or you can say okay header. So I will show you the code like from like where I have written the code for the showing the header. So as earlier जैसे मैंने आपको मेंशन किया है, मैंने एक कंपोनेंट क्रिएट किया था header डॉट js के नाम से, जहाँ पर मैंने अपने हेडिंग को शो करने का कोड लिखा हुआ था. You can see the code here. Like it's a pretty basic one. Like I am showing a logo first, and then I have created one h1 element. Okay, inside that h1 element I am showing our my images. Okay, and the task description as well. Okay, which you can see here. This is the logo. Okay, and this is the header h1 tag which I have created, and after that there is a icon, let's say image, or you can say the pencil icon. You can say this is the edit icon. Okay, and below the task to organize, like it's a let's say task board description. Okay, and below that I am showing our let's say all added task. Okay, जितने भी हम task को क्रिएट न्यू टास्क बटन को से क्रिएट करते हैं, उसको हम वैसे बटन के ऊपर हम शो कर रहे हैं, रेंडर कर रहे हैं. Okay, and how we are rendering it, I will let you know. Okay, so first I will go to the app because it's let's say you can say the root page. Okay, so here you can say what I am returning. I am returning a header. Okay, below that here I am checking if we have any task. Okay, यदि हमारे पास कोई task है. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm just showing that task. Okay, and let's say from where I'm getting that task. Okay, so first you can see I have created a task state. Okay, so what I will do first, जैसे ही मेरा app.jsx या पेज रेंडर हो गया. Okay, or you can say like once this page render, okay, initially, so at the time I will fetch our task, okay, from the server. Okay, and whatever task I will get from the server, I will add to this task state. Okay, so here you can say for that I have created a use effect hook. Okay, जहाँ पर मैंने like inside that use effect callback I have created one fetch task function. Okay, जहाँ पर मैंने अपने सर्वर्स पे like I hope you remember मैंने एक स्लैश टास्क का गेट एंड पॉइंट क्रिएट किया है जो कि मेरे डाटाबेस से सभी टास्क को फेच करेगा. ओके, so I am just calling this as API here. Okay, and whatever data I will get from that API, okay, I am just adding it to our set task state. You can see like this. Okay, so once I get the data, okay, if I have already created some data and it will store to the database, then I will get those data and then I will store data here. Okay, in the task component. Okay, so if I go to the task, here you can say I'm just like, since our task will be an array, or inside that array there will be a multiple tasks. Okay, to show each and every task, okay, what I have done, I have just map over it. Okay, I have just map over the array element, and for each task I have created one task component. Okay, and for each task I am showing that task. Okay, but there the task details will be different. Okay, for each task, so you can say how I am taking that task as a props. Okay, and then here I have write some logic. Okay, or you can say I have designed our task list like this. You can see, okay, you can pause this video, or okay, and also I will provide it in this GitHub a source code in the chat section, guys, and the description also once I have completed this project. Okay, so that you can also go through this source code as well. Okay, so here you can see this is the just a, let's say, user design, like how I have designed our tasks. Okay, user interface. Okay, so I hope guys यहाँ तक आपको सभी चीज प्रॉपरली समझ में आया है, बट स्टिल यदि आपको कुछ ऐसा पॉइंट है जहाँ पर आपको समझ में आया, एंड इफ यू वांट मी टू जैसे गो थ्रू अगेन, ओके, आप मुझे चैट में बता सकते हैं, एंड आई विल ट्राई टू एक्सप्लेन यू गाइस इन प्रॉपर. ओके, लाइक आई ट्राई टू कीप इट फास्ट सो दैट यदि आपको ऑलरेडी जावास्क्रिप्ट और रिएक्ट के बारे में कुछ नॉलेज है, so you won't feel bored, and we can proceed further, guys. Okay, just so that's why I have keep it some fast. Okay, but यदि आपको कोई पॉइंट लाइक आपको लगता है कि इस पॉइंट को मुझे फिर से एक्सप्लेन करना चाहिए, तो आप मुझे चैट सेक्शन में मेंशन जरूर कर सकते हैं. Okay, now let's see. First I will open my database, guys, again. Okay, since I want to clear some data from the database. Okay, and then we'll write like, as you know, okay, हमने कल के स्ट्रीम पर create और get मेथड को ऑलरेडी इम्प्लीमेंट कर लिया है. लाइक वी हैव ऑलरेडी इम्प्लीमेंटेड अ मेथड फॉर क्रिएटिंग अ टास्क. okay, and also a get method for getting all the task list from the database. okay, and now आज के इस लाइव स्ट्रीम वीडियो में हम टास्क को अपडेट करना और उसे डिलीट करना देखेंगे, कैसे हम अपने ऑलरेडी क्रिएट किया हुआ टास्क को एडिट कर सकते हैं और उसे डिलीट भी कर सकते हैं. okay, so we'll focus on those part. Okay, so first let's go to our database. So for that I will go to database first. So let's go to, like, here you can say our database is task mode, and if I go to task model, here you can say this there's my all three tasks which I have created. If you go to our user interface, you can say there is three tasks visible here, but let's see if I delete one task. Okay, so let's delete. Okay, now you can say I have two tasks in my database. Okay, and if I refresh it, you can say I am getting only two tasks here. Okay, and once if I click on add new task button, you can see my new task will be created here. Okay, that's simple. Now let's implement this edit functionality. Okay, for that I will go to my challenges design so that I can see the design कि हम अपने टास्क को अपडेट करने के लिए ओके हम उसे कैसे डिजाइन कर सकते हैं. ओके, we'll just see the user interface for it. Okay, so for that I will go to the let's say dev challenge platform. Okay, and our let's say active challenge. Here if I open the pages, here you can see we'll have a, you can say, home page design which will look like this. Okay, and if I go to task edit, okay, so now you can say our task edit page should look like this. Okay, like it should have task details, okay, and everything like shown here. Okay, just give me some time, guys. I will, okay, get back soon. Okay. Sorry for the delay, guys, and thank you. Okay, if you stayed my live stream, okay. Okay, so now let's proceed. Okay. So now let's proceed further. So now we'll try to create this similar kind of user interface. Okay, so here you can say once I click any of the tasks, okay, so it should open a sidebar from the right side. Okay, you can say a kind of a model, okay, which will should open from right side, and it will have this below field, like it should have the task name, task description, okay, icon, and the status as well. Okay, and below it, it should have one delete and save button as well. Okay, but before creating this user interface, what I want, guys, I want to create the API for that. Okay, okay, so what do you say, guys? Should I create the API first or should I create the user interface first? Okay, what do you think, guys? What should I create first? Okay, मुझे सबसे पहले क्या क्रिएट करना चाहिए? क्या मैं सबसे पहले एपीआई को क्रिएट करूँ या यूजर इंटरफेस को? जस्ट लेट मी नो योर ओपिनियन, गाइस। क्या आप क्या चाहते हैं कि मैं सबसे पहले क्या क्रिएट करूँ? लेट्स सी, आई एम वेटिंग फॉर योर रिस्पॉन्स, so just let me know, okay, your opinion and thought. Okay, just comment, guys, please, whatever you feel. Okay, जो भी आपके मन में आ रहा है आप कमेंट कर सकते हैं. Okay, I just want you to make this stream in let's say as a interactive stream so that we can interact to each other. Okay, so whatever you feel you can comment down. Okay, hello guys, am I audible? क्या आपको मेरी आवाज आ रही है? ओके, यदि आ रही है तो आप कमेंट करिए. ओके, जिससे कि मुझे पता चले कि आपको मेरी आवाज प्रॉपर्ली जा रही है, और आप अपना ओपिनियन भी शेयर करें जिससे मुझे पता चले कि आपको क्या मतलब चाहिए. सबसे पहले मैं एपीआई एंड पॉइंट को क्रिएट करूँ या यूजर इंटरफेस? व्हाट डू यू वांट मी टू क्रिएट फर्स्ट? ओके, okay guys, so I if you don't want to comment, no, it's okay, it's fine. Okay, I will not force you. Okay, so what I will do, I will create the, let's say, API endpoint first. Okay, because at the end, when, like, once we create our user interface, we need to call our API na, to update the tasks. So for that, I will create the endpoint first, then we'll create our user interface. Okay, so for that, I will go to our the backend server VS Code. Okay, so here I will create another endpoint. Okay, or you can say another API method. So for that, I will write router, okay, and dot, and here we need to mention our, you can say, method. Okay, so to update our, let's say, task, we'll choose put method. Like put will help us to update our data. Like it, if you use post, so it will create a new entry. Okay, but if we use put, so put is used for update any data. Okay, so here I will send the endpoint. Endpoint should be, let's say, task, then task id. Okay, like the task id, it will be a dynamic. That, okay, And here I will create a controller function. Okay, so let's go to our task.controller.js page. Okay, and here create a controller function for updating our task. Okay, so it will be a module dot export. Okay, dot, and I will write a function name as update task. Okay, and it will be a async function. Okay, like this, and this async function will take two arguments. First one will be request and second one will be response. Okay, so let's first I will take the task ID. Okay, from the our request params. As you can see here, I am providing our task ID as a parameter to this API. Okay, and here I will call our update task function. Okay, so I will import it from this path. Okay, and I will pass to this route. Okay, so whenever I will hit to this endpoint, it will call this update task function. Okay, let's go to update task, and here I will get the task ID. It will be equal to request dot params. Okay, like this we'll get our task ID, and also we need a request body, or you can say the data which we need to update. Okay, so we'll get data equal to request dot body. Okay, now I will create a try catch block, and here I will write logic. Let's say const. Okay, update response. It will be equal to await. Okay, then here we'll call our model. So model will be task model. Okay, then here we'll write method as find one and update. Okay, so like this method will help me to find a database from the data, so find a data from the database and update. Okay, so here first we need to pass our filter. Okay, and how we can pass our filter object, like we need to create an object. Okay, and inside that object we need to pass our filter. Okay, let's say condition. So here we'll pass our condition, like it should have like our task ID, like each task it has a ID, and it should be equal to our task ID, which I will get from the, let's say, param. Okay, so I will write ID should be equal to task ID, and then here we'll pass our data. So that's it. Let's save it. Okay, and here what I will do, I will return, like after updating it, I will return from this function, and here I will let return res.status, and status will be 200, and then write JSON. Okay, and the JSON I will write, let's say, success as true, message as task updated successfully. Okay, and then I will pass data as update response. So now let's save it. I think there is some typo error. Okay, its response spelling is wrong. So what I will do, I will copy this and I will paste it here. Okay, and inside the catch block, I will write return trace dot status 500 dot JSON. Okay, again there is type error or type mistake. Here I will write, let's say, success as false, and message I will pass. Okay. it will be equal to internal server error. Okay, so what I do, like if I like our function is failed due to some error, so in that case it will return response as success as false and message internal server error. Okay, now let's save it. Now let's test this API endpoint. So for that I will go to Thunder client. I will create a new request here. Okay, and here I need to pass our, let's say, API URL. So it will be equal to http colon slash slash localhost colon 3001 and slash task, and after slash we need to pass our task ID with the task which I want to update. Okay, so for that I will go to our Mongo compass. Okay, let's say I want to update our first task. You can say the title. Okay, for the task in progress. Okay, so I want to update this title. Okay, and how we can do it? We can do like this. Let's say I will copy this object ID. Okay, and I will paste it here, and also we need to change our method. Okay, instead of get, it should be a put. Now I will pass our request body. Okay, and inside that body we need to pass, I think we need to pass the whole data. Okay, and like say I will pass title, status, everything I will pass there. Okay, let's convert into a JSON string. Okay, so I will pass like this, control V. Okay, and here I will update our title. Okay, so title, instead of task in progress, I will write, let's say, task completed, and also I will change the status from in progress to completed. Okay, now let's hit the send button. So if I hit the send button, now you can see I got the internal server error. I think there is some issue. I think it's related with ID. Okay, because in the database we don't have any ID key. Instead of it, we will have one underscore ID. Okay, we will use this. Now let's hit the send button again. Okay, again I got the internal server. Let's check the error. For that I will write console.log. Okay, error. Okay, like this. So now let's test it. Now you can say our terminal. I open my terminal and see it's our server is running on port number 3001. Now let's go to our, you can say, new request. Okay, and here what I will do, I will just hit the send button. Just hit the send button. Okay, here you can say I have got an error. The error is, okay, let's see the error. Okay, it's a cast error. Okay. It's saying that cast to object ID failed for failure task ID. Okay, okay, so I got it. So let's change this. Okay, this entire method. So instead of find one, I will use, let's say, find by ID. Okay, and update. Okay, like it will be a easier for it. Okay, from before. Okay, so here I will just pass, first I need to pass our object ID, and the object ID will be equal to, let's say, task ID, and then we need to pass our update. And how we can pass, like this, in this format we need to pass our update, we need to pass our title, icon, description, and status. Okay, which we are getting from our request body. So we'll pass the whole data here like this. Okay, now let's save it. Let's open our terminal once again and let's verify कि हमारा server properly run हो रहा है कि नहीं. Yeah, it's running. Now let's go to new request. Now this time hit the send button again. Again I got an error. Okay, I think our ID is not correct. Can say input must be 24 character hash string. Okay, I think it's not the same. Okay, let's go to our database again. Okay, let's copy the ID again. Okay, let's say Control C. Okay, and let's pass here Control B. Save. Okay, again I got an error. Oh, guys, do you know what is the error? Okay, I will tell you the what is the error. Like here you can see in the task ID we need to pass our ID as a string format. Okay, but what I am passing here, you can see. You can just see. If I do console dot log the task ID. Okay, if I do it and if I go to new request and if I hit the send button again, obviously it will fail. Okay, but if I open my terminal, okay, and if I just let's say go down a little bit, okay, here you can see I have console my task ID. You can see the task ID is like it's an object. Okay, you can see I am getting an object. So here we are passing an object. Okay, not a string. Okay, not our task ID. That's why because request at forums it will return the object and inside that object will get our forum. Okay, because our API it can have the multiple parameters. Okay, now you can say it will have task ID then slash some other plug as well like this. Like it can have the multiple parameter. So that's why it will return in a form of object and from that object we need to destructure our task ID. How we can do it? We just need to wrap it with a curly bracket. Okay, let's say task ID like this. Okay, so if I wrap it, okay, and now if I hit the submit button in the API request as well, let's say if I hit the send button again, okay, this time also it got failed. Why? This time it should pass. Now let's see what is the error I am getting. Erase start station JSON. Okay, and I think there is some type error. Okay, type mistake. Instead of JSON, it should have JSON. Okay, now don't give me another error. But I think you can our task should be updated because okay, like it failed here while returning the task, but like it ran this let's say function successfully. So that means it should update our task to our database. So for that what I will do, I will go to MongoDB Compass and I will refresh our database. Okay, so now you can see our task has been updated. Okay, so instead of task completed, it's the sorry instead of task in progress, it's showing task completed. Okay, so as you can see, I am able to update our task, and now here if I refresh it, you can see it will reflect to our user interface as well. Okay, now earlier it has the yellow background or orange background. Now you can see it has green background. Okay, with a tick icon. Okay, like it will indicate like this task has been completed. Okay, so now I think our API is ready. Okay, now let's change this task again back to the in progress. So for that I will write task in progress. Can I will change the status as well. Okay, from completed to in progress. Now if I hit the send button, now this time I will get a success message. Let's say yes, success as true message task updated successfully, and I will get the data as well. Okay, now if I go to our user interface, if I update it, it will back to the earlier. Okay, so done. Yeah, now we have implemented let's say update. Okay, update endpoint. Okay, endpoint to update our task. Now let's create another endpoint to delete our task. Okay, so for that what I'll do, I'll create let's say router dot, this time method will be delete. Endpoint it will be same, let's say task id. Okay, now again create another method, or you can see controller function. So module dot export dot, I will name it as delete task. Okay, and it will equal to let's say request response. Okay, and it should not take an object. Okay, I have made one mistake. It should be an async function which will to take two arguments as request and response. Okay, now first get the task ID from parameter, request parameter. So for that I will write let's say const task ID. It will be equal to request dot forums. Okay, then again I will create a try catch block. Here I will write let's say const. Okay, and we don't need to write const. Okay, we'll only write let's say await task model dot find. Okay, now this time I will also show you the find one by sorry, find one and delete. Like earlier in while updating, I use find one and update. This was showing let's say giving me an error. I will show you this method as well. So I will use find one and delete. Now you can use let's say here I will write id as task id. Okay, that's done. Now let's return race dot status, and it should be equal to 200 dot json. Again typing mistake. Okay, and json it will take success. Okay, as true, and message is equal to task deleted successfully. Okay, and in the catch block I will write return race dot status, let's say 500, and dot json as success as false, message as internal server error. Okay, let's save it. Now let's test this API as well. Okay, so for that I will create a new request. Method will be delete. The endpoint, I think it can be same. So I will copy this. I will paste here, and I will hit the send button. Okay, now you can see cannot delete. Okay, because here I have not passed our controller function, so it will be delete task. Okay, now let's hit that method again, endpoint. So now if I hit that send button, now you can see I am getting a message task deleted successfully. Now if I go to our database, if I refresh it, okay, I should get two database. Every time I get the same step should be a underscore ID instead of ID only. Okay, send processing task deleted successfully. Let's go to our MongoDB compass. Now if I refresh it, you can say I have only one database, so one data inside our database. Now let's delete this one as well. Control with send task deleted successfully. यदि मैं यहाँ refresh करता हूँ, then you can say I only have this one task. So that means our delete task endpoint has been created. Okay, we have pasted the task ID from the request param. Okay, and then we are deleting by this method find one and delete, and we are finding our task, like if our underscore ID is equal to task ID, so we'll find the task and then we'll delete it. Okay, and then we'll return our response. Okay, so we have created our API endpoint. Now let's design the user interface as well. So for that, what I will do, I will go to, let's say, task here. Okay, and okay, so here what I will do, I will create a one state. Okay, so let's give the state name as so update, or let's say source sidebar. Okay, and here I will write set so sidebar, it should be equal to use state. Okay, the initial value should be false. Okay, and once I click on this, let's say dev class, okay, for that I will create a, let's say, function, and it will call, let's say, handle open sidebar will be equal to, let's say, arrow function, which only call, let's say, set so sidebar to true. Okay, now I will create another function const handle close sidebar should be equal to arrow function, and it will do, let's say, set sort sidebar to false. Okay, and what I will do, once I click on this div, yes, I will implement add a click event, and here I will pass handle open sidebar function. Okay, so once I click on this, it will make this source sidebar value to from false to true. Okay, now I will create a sidebar component. So sidebar dot jsx rafc. Yes, it will create a sidebar, and this sidebar will take two props. Okay, so it will take, this is so sidebar and handle close sidebar. Okay, so it will took these two props. Okay, and also it will take a task as well. Okay, so it will take the task also. Now what it will do here, let's design our sidebar also. But before, let's go to task.jsx. Okay. Okay, and what I will do, this is a div. So what I here I will cut this div. Okay, first I will create a empty React synthetic figure fragment. I will paste it, and below this div I will call our, let's say, sidebar component. Okay, and before calling it, what I will do, I will write a condition. Okay, and condition will be okay if so sidebar if is true, then only show this sidebar. Okay, and once if it is false, then don't show anything. Okay, and this sidebar will take three props. First, show sidebar. It should be equal to show sidebar state. Okay, and also handle close sidebar, which will equal to handle close sidebar, and also it will take task, which will equal to task. So it's done. Now let's design our sidebar. Okay. Okay, so again I will remove this div. Okay, I will create a empty synthetic figures, sorry, React synthetic figure fragment. Now I will create a div. I will pass a class name to this div. Okay, that will be equal to, let's say, Z20. Okay, then fixed, then top 0, right 0. Okay, then H hyphen screen, then W hyphen 2 by 5, then flex item center. Okay, then we'll use transform. Okay, and here we'll write a condition. A condition will be, let's say, flow sidebar. If flow sidebar, if it's true, then translate it will we have value as my hyphen, sorry, minus translate. Okay, hyphen x hyphen 4. But if it is a false, then we'll show, let's say, translate hyphen x hyphen 100. Okay, or full. Okay, and after that we'll have transition, transform. Okay, and duration 300 and is and out. Let's save it. Okay, now below this div we'll have another div. Sorry. Okay, so now let's see how it will look to our user interface. So now if I go to a task board, if I click on task in progress, that's not showing anything, but it's okay. Let's say if I write any content inside this div, I'll write sidebar open. Yes, here you can say we have this sidebar open component which is showing here. Okay, so inside this div, what I will do, I will create another div with class name as w full, then rounded hyphen xl dot shadow hyphen xl, or let's say 2x, then dot bg hyphen white dot px hyphen 6 dot flex hyphen fall. Then it will have h hyphen 96%. Okay, and inside this div, what I will do, I will create another div with the class name as flex, then justify hyphen between. Okay, and then inside this div, I will have one h1, and I will name it as, let's say here I will write name it as, let's say, task details. Okay, and I will give some class name to this h1. Okay, and the class name will be font hyphen semi bold, and then text hyphen lg. Let's save it. Now if I go to our project, you can see we'll get our task details like this. Okay, and one more thing, before I start creating our pod to update a task, okay, I want to create another div below this div. Okay, and this div will have class name as z hyphen 10, then fixed, okay, then dot top hyphen 0 dot, let's say, left hyphen 0 dot h hyphen screen, then w hyphen screen, then bg hyphen gray hyphen 900 divided by 30. Let's save it. Okay, and also what I will do, I will create a condition here, let's say dollar and then curly bracket. Inside it I will write, let's say so sidebar. If so sidebar is true, then it will have a block display as block, but if it is false, then it will be hidden. Okay, and I will wrap this class name with a curly bracket like this. Let's save it. Now if I go to a page, now you can say it will look like this. Okay, let's refresh it, and I will show you the animation as well. Now once I click on task in progress, now you can say it will look like this. Okay, so I hope you like my sidebar.